we were getting into that she supported as well. So now we're in this war.
Didn't you see George Tenet sitting behind Colin Powell at the UN?
Yes.
They all knew that that was a lie. George Tenet knew it was a lie about weapons of mass destruction, and he sat there at the UN with his head down and didn't say the truth.
I don't believe a word that he says regardless now because he's throwing around lies now.
Boy. He was working for
What should we do? Elizabeth, what? Bush, it's not.
You seem to love him.
Should we wait till it's 5 years and 6 years and 7 years and say we're winning the war on terror? A great idea would be set a timetable for withdrawal, send out a memo to every single terrorist cell out there. Yeah, great. Let them know exactly when we're going to leave so that they can build up, take in there, and have Iran take it over. And then, you know, we're all going to be in big trouble.
We're having a civil war right now.
Big trouble.
Just so you know, everything that they're saying about Iran right now is exactly what they said about Iraq. In order to get us to hate Iraq and to go and say, okay, you can invade a sovereign nation, Iraq, in defiance of the UN.
It's proven that they are funding all these attacks, that increase of attacks.
It's proven by the same network that gave you the information about WMDs.
Okay,
I'm not
here's the question. Do you think Prince Harry should go? Now, I think he's a target.
Of course he is.
I think that he puts at risk his entire unit. I don't know that he should be going over there. Why does he have to go?
I don't know, to show that the royal family is not above,
but you know, the boys in his unit said
he wants to be there and believes in the cause.
I know he does. Maybe he does. But the boys in his unit, I read somewhere that they said he should go because he shouldn't be any different from the rest of us. But it looks as though they will be targets also. Yeah. Wherever he is where they are, right? So I don't know. He's putting everyone at risk, it seems, not just
no different from any of our children. You know, my sons. I mean, why should he be not saying, you know, it's
that's a question for the United States Senate to answer. Because I think there's one senator who has a kid in this war.
Excuse me, do you sign a permission slip and send your kids to war? Do your kids enlist? I think your kids enlist.
Well, you know why they enlist.
I think your kids enlist to be in the army.
Can I just say something? Why do people enlist in the army?
Education and poor, and that's the only way to get one.
That is the vast majority. Yes, Elizabeth. It's true.
First of all, the past year, the testing scores of our armed services have been higher than ever. So the education
You're wrong. We have more convicted felons in the army because we're allowing them to get through.
They're awful then.
Elizabeth, I do everything I can to support the troops, financially and emotionally. I love them as much as you do. I'm as much of a patriot. I want them home. I don't want to see them with broken off bodies again.
Do you understand that there are troops there that believe they should be there?
I do, yes, because it's their job in the military to follow orders, not to question. That's their job. And they signed up because they believe in the American dream. The American dream, they can't get to college unless they sign up. That's why they do it. And do those children deserve to be killed because of George Bush's money?
No one deserves to be killed. No one deserves to be killed. No one does. Not one person, not one man, not one woman. Okay? I have friends over there. Friends who believe that they are there and there's good work being done and that they wish that the politicians in this world and the people in this world would give this surge a chance. I've heard them say it.
It's unbelievable how split everybody is on this. It's like you can't come to a conclusion about this. It's impossible right now until he is out of office and somebody else has a fresh idea about what to do with the Middle East.
All the way home. I'm just telling you. Absolutely they are.
And they're
act together in this country, and that's sad when you're at war. To be a weakened state when you are at war with something so great, and they're waiting for this next election.
Well, we have to take a break, and you know, I think for tomorrow's show we should count how many times the word terrorist and war on terror has been used given the American public. We've been spoon-fed it until we're all robotic zombies going.
No, I am not a robotic zombie.
Listen, you're afraid of terrorists? They're phantom people to you.
No, they're not phantom people at all. I see them slitting the throats of reporters on television. I see them taking prisoners.
And when Americans do this in our country, when that guy we found, it's horrible. There are horrible people in every country, but there are people, mothers and fathers.
Absolutely, but guess what? I'm just talking about the terrorists, the people who are slinging those, like 12-year-olds who split the throat last week of somebody. That was because he was brainwashed by terrorists.
650.
Those are real people. Terrorists are real.
Elizabeth, last comment. 655,000 Iraqis, innocent civilians, killed.
That is completely unfortunate.
155,000.
Especially if you're an everybody in here. It could be everybody in here. I'm equating our civilians with their civilians. Right. I'm not equating terrorists with our civilians or their civilians.
3,000 of our civilians were killed by their terrorists, and 600,000 of them are dead. And no one wants to say one life is worth more than the other. This is one world, one planet.
We have to move on.
I still want to